Fun facts about Wolverine. Did you know Wolverine is not really related to the dog family despite the name suggesting so? And yes, its characteristics are nowhere even close to that of the Wolverine of X-Men. This animal is slow and has short legs.
That's not how you imagine the Wolverine to be, right? Anyway, since your mental image of a Wolverine has shattered now, let's take a look at the Wolverine animal first and find out what they really are.
Wolverine is the largest animal species on land that belongs to the Mustelidae family. Their fur is thick, oily, and dark. The fur is hydrophobic, which means it doesn't get wet when it comes in contact with water. The fur being hydrophobic, it is resistant to frost as well. Wolverine has upper molars which are rotated 90 degrees with respect to the other teeth situated in the back of its mouth. In the month of February, female wolverines burrow into snow to make dens which can be used during childbirth until the kids of Wolverine wean. Wolverines don't inhabit few areas which are called snowmelts. Snowmelt is an area where the runoff is produced due to the melting snow. Wolverine mates in summer months. However, implantation of embryo in the uterus takes place only in early winter. Females generally delay the implantation till early winter. They may even delay the implantation if the food is scarce. It is said that the fur of Wolverine is resistant of water and frost. Humans hunt wolverines for their fur that they use as lining in parkas and jackets. Wolverines can run up to 30 miles an hour or 48 kilometers an hour. Wolverines' claws are sharp and they use their claws for digging, either for food or dens, and they use them to climb trees. However, they are not good climbers. Did we tell you that they are amazingly smart? If not, then pardon us. They use rows or weights which humans abandon and can sneak the bait out of traps set by scientists. They are nocturnal animals. They can walk up to a distance of 15 to 20 miles or 24 kilometers to 32 kilometers every day. They can walk nearly double the aforesaid distance if the food source is scarce. These animals have poor eyesight. Nonetheless, their sense of smell and hearing is amazing. They are weasel. They may look like a cross between a wolf and a baby bear. Wolverine is the largest of the terrestrial mustelids, only the marine-dwelling sea otter, the giant otter of the Amazon basin, and the semi-aquatic African clawless otter are larger. While they may stand out at weasel family reunions, wolverines are still small. They are about the size of a dog, usually about 65 to 107 centimeters long, not counting the tail. They like the cold and live in northern climates, like here in Canada and parts of Europe and Asia. Their ability to enjoy the chill comes from their thick fur coats, which have a special oil that keeps frost off it. Wolverines also have large paws that act like snowshoes. Within those paws are big claws that get longer when the wolverine wants to climb, dig, or attack. And no, the claws aren't made of adamantium. They eat anything. Wolverines are called omnivores, which means they will eat both plants and meat. Wolverines take it a step further, though, and really will eat anything. Dead animals, live animals, big and small, wolverines will chow down on them. They even eat bones and teeth. Crunchy. And when they eat, they really get into it and eat way more than you expect for a smallish animal. The official scientific Latin name is gulo, which means glutton. As in they eat like pigs and would probably eat the pig too. Wolverines are not the best creatures to invite to parties, which is probably fine by them. They are kind of antisocial. Wolverines spend most of their lives alone. They don't even spend much time with other wolverines. They fill up their time with their favorite hobbies, eating stuff and killing stuff so they can eat it. Wolverines are willing to go all out in their pursuit of food, traveling up to 24 kilometers a day to look for something to eat. They will sometimes follow a pack of wolves to get their leftovers after the wolves eat, but they are not friends. Wolverine babies, called kids, live with their mothers until they are 2 years old. Wolverine dads do visit their kids and will even spend time with them once they are grown, playing with them and showing them how to hunt. Just because they are shy doesn't mean they scare easily. Wolverines will take on animals much bigger than themselves, fighting wolves, reindeer, moose, even bears. Wolverines don't back down, which means that humans looking to scare them off will often get a nasty surprise in the form of an angry Wolverine rushing at them. They stink. Yeah, there's no nice way to say, but Wolverines are stinky. They spray a nasty smelling liquid on trees and bushes to mark the territory. Sometimes they spray food that they want to eat later so that no other animals will ever want to touch it. And, like skunks, Wolverines can use sting power as a weapon, unleashing the smell when they feel threatened or really cranky. Wolverine habitat. The Wolverine currently lives in cold, high-latitude regions across vast stretches of Canada, Russia, and Scandinavia. It is no longer endemic to the United States except for Alaska and some sporadic and isolated sections of the Rocky Mountains and the Sierras of California. The huge, uninhabited boreal forests and tundra are more suitable for its lifestyle because they offer the most territory to roam around in. The Wolverine is often depicted as a trickster or conniving character in the various mythologies of the Algonquians and other native tribes. The Wolverine is the official animal of the state of Michigan and a mascot for the University of Michigan sports teams. The evidence suggests that the species has never historically been present there in large numbers. The nickname probably came from the fact that Detroit was a major center for fur trading in colonial France and Britain. There are two distinct subspecies of the Wolverine, the American and the Eurasian. Despite the geographical differences, both subspecies are similar in appearance and behavior. Despite its ferocious reputation, the Wolverine actually has a rather average bite force compared to body size. According to one study, the palm civet, weasel, and Tasmanian devil all ranked well ahead of it in bite power. So the Wolverine tends to use a combination of bite power and claws as its means of attack and defense. Wolverine predators and prey. The Wolverine is an apex predator throughout most of its range. Besides occasionally falling prey to random predators, the greatest threat is humanity. The Wolverine was once hunted and killed throughout North America and Europe for its fur. This practice is much less common today, but it has yet to recover in some parts of its former range, perhaps due to habitat loss. In the future, as the Arctic warms, climate change could alter some parts of its natural habitat in complex ways. What is the Wolverine? Despite its relatively smaller size, the Wolverine has few other natural predators. The sharp claws and ferocious attitude will deter most other animals from threatening it. The wolf is probably the closest thing it has to a regular predator because an entire pack has the ability to pin down a wolverine and prevent it from escaping. In fact, wolverines and wolves sometimes don't even appear in the same territory together. Bears, eagles, and mountain lions may also target a young wolverine and kill it. What does the wolverine eat? The wolverine is best described as an omnivorous species that can opportunistically change its diet based on season and location. Berries and plants are the main fare in the summer season, while rabbits, rodents, and leftover carrion constitute the bulk of its diet for the rest of the year, particularly in the sparse winter months. The wolverine is so tenacious that it can take on prey up to 5 times larger than itself. Usually when the prey is wounded or stranded in deep snow, the wolverine kills its prey with a bite to the neck which severs the tendons and crushes the throat. The wolverine is a clever animal that will look for any way to steal a kill from other predators to avoid expending time and energy on the hunt. It has been known to drive away much larger animals such as bears and cougars and then take over and consume the carcass of the animal they killed. That's all I want to say for this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.